What's up, everybody? I am Sniggenhoff, and Manchu, I've never heard of them. We're playing Manchu today. In the last episode, we declared war on Delhi, and we've done this pretty well so far. Wait for these troops to come back over here. We'll engage on that army, and I do need to send this army down over here to deal with these silly peasants. I was also contemplating how to deal with my finances, because they are pretty bad right now. Our inflation is actually ticking down ever so slightly, which is nice. I have 14 loans right now, and once I take out 22 loans, I will go bankrupt. Something I was thinking of, possibly, we'd need to wrap up all our wars, but going bankrupt isn't as bad as it used to be. And it lasts 5 years, and we're kind of looking for a window for when to cancel our tributary status with Ming. And possibly what we could do is go bankrupt, and then let Ming protect us for 5 years. And then once our bankruptcy is over, at the end of that 5 years, then we cancel the tributary status and start looking at our window to attack Ming. So that's an option. Or we could just hope to be able to get it under control by ourselves. We could debase our currency a bunch more times to repay the loans. That's also an option, although maybe not a great option, but an option nonetheless. Let's finish up this war and then make those sort of decisions, shall we? Those guys are marching. These guys are marching over there. All right, let's go. And you guys are coming back. Yes. Delhi wants to make peace with me. I do not want to make peace with them. What was the peace deal I was going for? Basically as much of their land as I could get and all of their money. Yeah. Another thing I was thinking about. Alright, beat those peasants. Mothball this fort. This one fort that I've kept all this time, just for the simple, just in case we ever go to war with Ming, which we will go to war with Ming. That is definitely happening at some point. Send one dude. Send two dudes. Go occupy those provinces, and then you come up here to there. I was thinking about dropping my Diplo advisor and just focusing on admin. Try to save a little bit more money. And I'm also thinking about dumping my heir. He does have a weak claim, so it affects our horde unity a lot, which would be unfortunate. I am also considering changing my syncretic faith to Sunni, because we need to, if we want to culture convert the provinces that we've put into states over here in Korea. Here. If I want to culture convert these, I need to have them be the Tengri religion. So this province here is Korean. I can't culture convert it unless it's Tengri right now, and I can't send a missionary here because it is my syncretic faith. So what I may do is switch my syncretic faith to Sunni, which there's a bunch of Sunni land out over here that I already have conquered, and probably even more that I'm going to conquer. And that'll help my religious unity a little bit. And then start converting these Confucian provinces. But to do that, I think I want to wait until after I finish my economic idea group, because I'm going to need to bump up my stability to +1 for sure. So that's just future plans. Okay, renewing loans. That's to be expected. Was there a fort down here? There's a fort down here. Okay, Khorasan likes me as much as they can. They are are still disloyal towards me, but it's 77%. And enforced religion's ticking down, probably once a year, so once the year ticks over, it'll probably see a bit more of a drop. And my inflation's going back up, probably because I'm not making as much from looting as I was a second ago, if I had to make a guess. So I have the big army over here, you guys come down over here and deal with that fort. And I've got Timurid separatists firing here in a little while. Peace offer from Delhi that I don't want. Is there a nation here that I want to release? Punjab might be good. Do I own any Punjabi cores? It doesn't look like it. Once again, I don't really want to spend any admin points right now, so making another vassal down over here to eat up the Indian territory seems pretty good to me. And Punjab looks like the right call. They got plenty of cores down in here, and they don't own anything that they don't have any cores on anything that I already own, so it's a win-win. Sure, take our admin points. No, I don't want you to do that. Stay here. So I'm just waiting for Delhi to accept the peace. And I've also got a truce coming up with Persia in 46. So 4 more years and I can attack Persia and feed a bunch of their land to Khorasan. So that's nice as well. And then I was looking at this. I'd need to convert 3 more provinces to get this, which I could do through the Confucian stuff. But then, ooh, I want to battle against 5,000 troops. That's nice. But then to get get one more, if I wanted to enact a golden era, which I'd like to have if I go to war with Ming, I would either need to do humanist or religious idea group. That's not going to happen. I'm not joining the Reformation. I'm not creating a colonial empire. Trading in spices, silk, or Chinaware might be possible. Or I can unify my culture group, and I'm only missing 1 province from my culture group. The problem is the Ming have it. This one. Oh wait. No, I'm part of the Chinese culture group. Never mind. That's not happening. That's not happening at all. So yeah. Or at least it's not happening for a long while. So this is probably the best one I could go for. Trade bonus from silk, spices, or Chinaware. And Chinaware's here. I do have a few Chinaware provinces, but not many. Silk. I've got a couple. Or this is cloth. This is silk. I don't have any silk provinces. Oh, I might have 1. And then spices. I've got just the 1. Got these Chinaware provinces. There's a couple in Japan, a couple in Ming, but there's none out over here. I'm not quite sure how much you need to be able to get the bonus from it. How that all works. I wish I did, but I do not. So that's the only other bonus I could really look to get, or have a chance of getting, I think. Okay, here comes the Delhi army. They're black flagged. So I need to be ready to have a fight on my hands, I think. They're gonna, as soon as they get to Panipat, they'll be unblack flagged. Okay, you're gonna want military power. They didn't go over there. Where are you going? Okay. Japan's making claims on us. But it is possible that once this fort falls, they'll just accept the peace deal that I want. So, oh, not quite. We're close, though. Send a couple of dudes over to there. And you guys guys come up here to get ready to fight this army. Oh, of course I send them into a battle against 5,500 troops. Okay, stack wiped that army. Maybe? No. Where's their army going? To here? Alright, finish the siege of Sin's capital. Okay, now you're willing to get out. Yeah, that works for me. Alright, let's first of all burn everything I can down to the ground. Then I want to come in here and release Punjab. They'll get Sialkot, Margala, Sind, and Sagar. Or and Sind Sagar. These three. Okay. And then I'm going to give them these three as well, so. Grant Province. Row. Jalabad. And then I'm pretty sure it's Badakesh Stan. Wonderful. And then I should probably set someone to improving with them immediately. How many relationship slots do I have left? That is it. Okay. And one of those is being taken up from just military exit through Malwa. So I actually have room for one more. One more dude, if I want him. I do think I want this diplomatic tech. And I definitely want that idea. I really need to get to this idea. Can I repay like one loan? 348. Ooh. I definitely need to lower that as low as I can get it. Except for I do have separatists about to fire. You guys go there. You guys go there. You guys go there, along with these guys. Oh, of course they're retreating exactly to the province that just rose up. Wonderful. Okay, so that's gonna be a stack wipe on those two. Yep. Oh, that one. And then, did I go through here and raise up autonomy in all the unrest provinces? It doesn't look like I did. Can't raise autonomy there. All right. Political refugees. Following a lost power struggle, a large group of political refugees from the Ming Empire has begun to seek refuge in our country. This conflict seems insignificant enough that the winning side in Ming isn't particularly interested in searching for their fleeing compatriots, but they may still appreciate if we delivered the refugees to them. On the other hand, these are men and women of some ability and who could likely do a lot of good in our country if we allow them to stay. So we can either get, one province gets -10 development cost and +10% production efficiency for 10 years. or 10 Horde Unity, and Ming's Opinion of us goes up. I don't need the Horde Unity right now, so I'll go ahead and take that. Those guys just spawned in Coruscant. So you guys come over here. You'll take care of those. Just the interest of keeping my interest down, at least somewhat. Okay, that's taken care of. Actually need a little bit more infantry. I don't quite have enough. Yeah, 15 stacks should be fine. Wants military points this year. That'll be fine. Alright, won that battle. And now I just have the Kazakh separatists who won't fire for 35 years. So, well, they could fire sooner than that, but they're unlikely to. Alright, so if I didn't have all this interest, I would actually be making money right now. At low maintenance. Lowest of the low maintenance. So, I mean, I can only debase 5 times right now. It is ticking down. My corruption at a pretty hefty pace, although it'd be faster if I didn't have, you know, my ruler being an embezzler. I want to switch from Confucian to Sunni. Oh yeah, but I want to wait. I honestly want to wait for this until after I finish this idea group. That's right. This national interest is going to be nice. So will this stability cost modifier, to be honest with you. What to do? So yeah, I think it's just like, I mean, at this rate, I'm going to go bankrupt no matter what. It's just a matter of time. I'm 7 loans away from going bankrupt. So I either debase my currency a bunch of times and let the natural corruption tick down to pay off these loans, or I go bankrupt. You gain inflation from bankruptcy, but it wipes out all your loans. Your armies suck for Your armies suck for 5 years. You lose all your advisors. You can't hire any. You lose all your monarch points, and other bad things as well. And I don't know how it would affect the liberty desire of these guys. That might be bad. I mean, I went out of my way to get espionage ideas for the natural tick down, so I think I'm going to take advantage of it. It's going to make my ideas cost more, but like, I think we have to decide how we want to play this right now, you know? And it's not going to be pretty either way. Alright, that brings us down to 10 loans. So now we're only losing 6 ducats a month. And I can debase again on the 1st of April of next year. So every month, every year that passes by, I can get rid of one loan. So that means essentially in 10 years, I can get rid of all my loans, sort of. Some of these are a bit more expensive than others, but that also means I have to debase this currency 10 more times, which will bring my corruption all the way up to 30, although it is ticking down. If I were to bring this all the way down, it would be changing at very, very little a month. So I think I need it ticking down a little bit faster than that. What if I just had it ticking down like as fast as I possibly could? To where it would go down at 1 a year. I'd lose 20 ducats a month. I don't think that's a viable option. This would be 11 ducats a month. Is there any devastation around this fort? There is not. There's a little bit, but I'm gonna go ahead and mothball this fort. I like having this mountain fort. Seems really nice to me, to be honest with you. So I don't want to get rid of it. And then I think I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of my heir right now while I have the prestige. Does prestige affect corruption at all? It does not. I think I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of my heir. He's got a weak claim anyway. He sucks. I don't think he's just not what we need. So we're gonna do that. In 3 years we can go back to war with Persia, which will be nice, and we'll feed all we'll raise all the land that we take from them and then feed most of it to Khorasan. We want to keep a border with Persia so we can keep declaring on them with the tribal conquest CB. Same like over here. So I may end up like taking like 1 or 2 provinces at a time, or like, I mean, with Khorasan, what I may end up doing is I just take all this land for them, which will leave me with a border with Persia in the future. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. You have been lovely. If you enjoyed the content, feel free to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment. Tell me, do you think the way I've been handling my finances is right? Do you think I've been doing it all wrong? Let me know in the comments. If you have a better way, also let me know that, because I certainly don't know everything. Anyways, thank you guys so much for joining me, and I'll see you next time.